Hi, I've got a little bit of advice that helps me um, with anxiety spikes or whatever. Like when you just have one of those weeks, days, months, or whatever where you're just riddled with anxiety and you can't settle down. Here's something that helps. Um, um, just put one foot in front of the other and focus on taking one step at a time. Slow down, try to be present in the moment because I know this is old and cliche, but the future's not promised and the past is gone. The only thing you are promised is this moment. And it's true. And it helps to calm down the anxiety and to slow down the brain. Or my brain, I should say. Might not work the same for everybody, but it works that way for me. And just take it really slow, then do only what you can do. Don't over push yourself because you'll get overwhelmed and you'll burn out and you will probably have an anxiety attack if you already haven't had one. Um, I know that with me, I have to slow down. But then again, my anxiety is very debilitating, but at times I believe everybody's is a bit debilitating because everybody gets overwhelmed. Sometimes when you're sitting at home after work, you're like, you're frazzled, you're mentally worn out, you're tired. I understand how that works. That happens to me almost all the time. So I think that I can offer you some sound advice for anxiety. Even though mine is still nuts, it helps when you just slow down and slow everything down. Put on some nice music that makes you feel good, that kind of calms you and centers you, and try to like do something that distracts you that you really enjoy, that's almost like a mindless activity, like putting together like an easy jigsaw puzzle. Like I do that. I have a jigsaw puzzle app on my phone, and sometimes when I just want some thoughtless activity distraction, I go to that. And um I make jewelry, and sometimes when I'm making things like that, for instance, I kind of fidget with it because I'm fairly certain, like I've said before, that I'm on the spectrum, and at any rate I am neurodivergent, so playing and occupying my hands helps because of stimming, things like that. But I'll get into that later. But just when your anxiety is acting up, just slow down, breathe, and just, even if you know you're at work or something and it's a little hectic, just try to focus on the present moment and not even like a minute ahead or a minute behind. Just focus on your present. It's easier said than done, and I can't always do it, but it helps. Sometimes I can make it happen. And also, one thing that really helps with anxiety is talking to a counselor because they can identify the root cause of why you're so anxious. And it's, to me, it's easier than talking to like a psychiatrist or a psychologist or something because it's less clinical, and it does help with anxiety issues. I have major issues, and sometimes it helps to be validated by a professional to know that it's okay how you're feeling, that you're not broken, that you actually are going through a legitimate mental thing, that it's valid, it's legitimate as anything else. You know, because your brain is a physical part of you. Just because it affects your thoughts and mind, it doesn't mean that it's not sick. But, you know, just take it easy and know that you have a safe spot, at least with me. When you come to my channel or my Facebook or Instagram or something, you have a safe space and you can talk to me about anything. I won't judge you. And if you're just anxious or want to blow off steam or bitch about things, like when things get too out of hand, don't be afraid to do that on something like Facebook or some kind of social media outlet or writing in a journal or something. It helps immensely. I'm telling you, it helps to get it out. So, here's my little tidbits of advice for anxiety. Thank you for watching, and I will definitely be around. Remember, take care of yourself, and remember that self-care is treatment for disorders and things like that. It's true treatment. Take care of yourself, y'all. And also, one thing that helps with anxiety is not to overexpend yourself to people, especially to people who don't deserve it. I'm learning to be more selective with people, and it really helps my anxiety levels stay safe, and helps me feel much better. And another thing that'll help with anxiety is getting to the point where you're ready to get rid of people that are weighing you down and that stress you out constantly, and they don't offer any kind of like support for you. It's important to cut those people loose because they will drain you, and it will cause your anxiety to go up, 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 which causes cortisol levels to go up, which can cause a plethora of health problems. And when the body has enough of a buildup of cortisol, it can make you snap and be aggressive, and it can trigger like a rage in your brain and anger and, just lashing out and things like that. So for your mental and physical safety, please try to, like diffuse the anxiety somehow. Maybe some of the things that I suggested will help you. Maybe going online and, reading about it and finding tactics to combat your stress and to keep it to a safe level. It helps sometimes. But anywho, I will be talking to you all soon, and I've got some new jewelry that I've made and that will be posted here soon on YouTube and elsewhere. But until then, take care of yourselves, y'all, and be good to each other. Like from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, be excellent to each other. Those are wise words.